Hello, welcome to PC Chess Club. This is Season 1, Episode 6. Tonight we're going to do things a little bit different. Take a look at our poster this week. It has a special meaning. Let us know if you like that poster. That's an awesome poster. Has a lot of special meaning too. And these are the books that we're going to feature this week. Teen Years. That's a really good Bible for teenagers and for students. The 1 Minute Bible for Students. It's the New Living Translation. And this is another one that we got this week. Goes with our theme about teens. It's about dealing with peer pressure and dare to be different. We'll put those under the document camera so you can see the table of contents to see what they're about. Probably try to put the back of the book on there also so you can see it. Hello, this is our little quote board, little memory board for the week. It says, we'll pull back so you can see it. And this says, life, the most important things in life are not things. And the second quote is, if you have the faith, God has the power. We'll zoom in on that so you can see it. These are the books that we didn't cover last week. We're going to try to do these as a series. There's no way that we're going to cover all this in one video. There's no way. But I just wanted you to know this section here is in game. You can see. Books right here, the second row. We'll be covering those in a series, and this here is the one about the single volume reference books on end games. We'll be covering those as part of a series. There's no way, like I said, that we're going to be able to cover all these in one time, so this tonight is just a preview. And what I'd like to do is just show you a close-up view here instead of it being just all, you know, nice and neat and professional and all that. We're just going to do one just raw off the cuff. And the reason that you're seeing them all stacked up is so that when it's time to go, everything's packed up a lot quicker. They're already in stacks, they're already in bags. All you have to do is grab the bags and pull them straight up. Already packed, ready to go. But these right here, the combo books, they're actually going to go with these, with the series that I'm doing on tactics, and I hope that I can break that down. Maybe we can get through some of the tactics books tonight and be able to show you how that you go about tactics first and then you study combinations, not the other way around. Don't try to learn combinations if you don't know tactics. Checkmate. All about checkmate. That is another series that we're going to do. We're going to do one on checkmate, and we'll start covering different ones. Anastasia's mate, Bowden's mate, Greco mate, Lolly mate, Blackburn mate, different types of mates. Not necessarily in that order. And this is the one that I talked about before, and I said we would go over it. I believe in the other video it was 32. put this under the document camera as well so you can get a better view of it. But these are the informant games. And one thing you'll notice from the older informants was when they used to have a way to vote. Hold on a second. They used to be able to vote on these things. And the voting panel was the key. You would look at them, like for instance, this guy here, Averbach. You look at how he voted. He gave the Bieliovsky, have to pull it up. He gave Bieliovsky, Larson the highest marks. Well, Averbach is significant because Averbach was an in-game theoretician and an in-game specialist. You notice here the way he voted also. He voted 10, 9, 8, a 7, and then a 4. That's the only games he really cared about. And some of the other ones, you'll get to know them as time goes by. This guy was a grandmaster, David Bronstein, and he thought Karpov-Korchnoi was the best game. Well, that may just be his viewpoint as another fellow grandmaster. And I believe you can find games where Bronstein has played either or both Karpov and Korchnoi. So you can see here, you can see a little bit of the game. That's what they look like. All the stuff in black, that's called boldface. Okay, those are the actual moves to the game. And the other stuff that's in gray, those are the notes to the game. That's significant because, like, for instance, when he castles right here on the 16th move, you'll look down here who annotated it, Kasparov. Kasparov thought that white had an advantage, but he also thought that there was a weak spot on G7. How do we know that? Well, I'll show you how you know that. There's a set of symbols. You have to look them up. Don't take my word for it. But I'll show you the symbols. Here's the other symbol, right here. And it says a development advantage. Okay, so Kasparov thought after they castled, you know, for white, there was a development advantage. But you notice where the X was. Right here. Weak point. So, you want to go back. Look at the game. And you see here, Kasparov was playing white and Ulf Andersson was playing black. Okay, and this was a significant game, Tilburg tournament of 1981. This is before Kasparov became world champion. But that is significant because you get the notes. If you just look up the game in a database, you don't necessarily get all these notes. And these kind of games are called annotated. So right here, Kasparov says that when white castled, when he castled, that white had a significant advantage, not just minimal advantage, and that it was a development advantage. And he puts a note here, weak square on G7. Okay? So you look back here, if you're just starting out, you go back to the beginning, and you look here. You see right here, he says white has the upper hand. And why? Why does white have the upper hand? Because he's got a development advantage. So that's some examples of what we'll be covering. I've got a new format coming up. We're going to be doing things a lot different at PC Chess Club. We're going to try to add a lot of variety, liven it up, keep you guys where you're wanting to watch more because there's a lot more going on. We'll still be doing tutorials. You notice that says the Small Encyclopedia of Chess Openings. And this is just one book that covers all 5. That covers all the ECOs. So like for example, the first one up, A, would be right here. And that would be A. That right there. That little section, that would be A versus if you had this book. You'd have to go through this whole book. So if you wanted just the core stuff, you'd get something like this. And if you wanted like more in-depth or sidelines, all the extras, you'd go more with that. We'll go into this when we get into openings and opening repertoires. We'll be covering all that. And here is a good book too. This one here is the best theoretical novelties. So staying with the theme of issue number 32, let you guys take a look at this, see what you think. There's that game that came up. Karpov. You can see that there is a different panel of judges. Yeah. Now you see the name Ullman. Here's another way you can compare it when you have both, which we give you both at PC Chess Clubs. We'll go back and we'll find 32. They look like they're different to me. Yep. Looks like a different group of judges. But you can see here, Karpov Korchnoi, 433. So that was on page 430, or no, I think it was game 433. Yeah, that was game 433. Game 433, Karpov Korchnoi. I can try to pull that up. I've got all the informants at PC Chess Club. We've got them all the way up to informant number 119. We got every chess informant that was ever published. And some of the rival chess clubs can't say that. So we'll take a look at that. The game Karpov Korchnoi. Now there were 2 games actually here. There was one game that was Korchnoi Karpov. Okay, Murano, yeah, that was match number, that was a match they had, that was game number 9, and significant because it was D53. So we go and we look at the 3rd place, and it was the 18th game. It was C80, Karpov Korchnoi. C80 is out of the Spanish, or Rui Lopez, some people pronounce it. This is that book that I had last episode in episode 5, and I said I'd try to put that under the document camera. So we're going to put that table of contents under there now so you can take a look inside the book, see what you think of it. hope everybody on YouTube can see this and be able to see the table of contents. It's an awesome book for meditation. Just short little things you can meditate on. We'll pick an example.
E minor blues, goes E minor to G on the first chord. No, it's really, the next really good. Was slain. You know love is an attitude, and it's never ever been on a route, and you won't find love standing around every note. You know Jesus laid aside himself, put his privileges on the shelf. He willingly died to give life to his brother. He set the example of love for us to see. The ultimate price Jesus paid for you and me. With his blood he has purchased our life. With his blood he has ended the strife. So this walk in the light is in vain. Without love, I am nothing. Because of God's love, Jesus was slain. Because of God's love, Jesus was slain. That would be a good song for you to take off on, though. That's a good song. It'd be good for good listening. It's kind of a well Jennings sounding rhythm. They find a clean sound. Try E. Living in the high life, free from all care. LSD and cocaine won't get you here. Free from all sin and strife, and trusting in the blood of Christ. Walking with the Most High God, living in the high life. See king. Far above all power, with the poverty, standing on the cornerstone, confident my sins are gone, walking with the Most High, living in the high life, living in the high life, free from all care. LSD and cocaine won't get you here. Free from all sin and strife, trusting in the blood of Christ, walking with the Most High, living in the high life. Jesus is the real thing, the supernatural high. If you make him your king, you never ever will die. Bow your knee to Jesus Christ, and he'll give you eternal life. You'll be walking with the Most High God, living in the high life, living in the high life, free from all care. LSD and cocaine won't get you up here. Free from all sin and strife, trusting in the blood of Christ, walking with the Most High God, living in the high life. Yes, I've been walking with the Most High God, living in the high life. Religion and theology. He was a Baptist man. He believed in his church. This guitar sounds pitiful. You think that's right? Alright. He was a Baptist man. No, sometimes the internet gets weird. He was a Baptist man. Jesus, and he didn't know God. Religion and theology have no power. They won't comfort you or give you strength to help you in your darkest hour. They won't cleanse you like the precious blood. They won't heal you like the holy word. Religion and theology will not save you. He was Episcopalian. He was a theologian. He could not comprehend why Jesus' body was broken. He didn't know Jesus, and he didn't know God. Religion and theology, they have no power. They won't comfort you or give you strength to help you in your darkest hour. They won't cleanse you like the precious blood. They won't heal you like the holy word. Religion and theology will not save you. He was a Babylonian. He agreed with Al Gore. He believed Mother Nature was his spiritual source. He didn't know Jesus.
And that's an example of why PC Chess Club is different. I know everybody was expecting a lot of chess this time, and we didn't do much chess, but I thought this was important to show that we do more than chess, and that if you meditate and still your mind, make your mind very still, very calm, it'll help you to concentrate more, and it'll help you in a game. If you can just be really calm, it's easier said than done, like when you're in time pressure and when you're facing a much stronger opponent, but there's a lot of truth to that about keep your mind very calm. What they say by calm and rational, this is one of the books that we use when we give out awards to the little kids. Something you'll find at PC Chess Club is a lot of work on self-esteem and self-confidence. Help the kids with more confidence and self-esteem. Give them rewards. We give a lot of chocolate. Chocolate candy. But anyway, yeah, give them rewards. Give them a kind word. Give them some encouragement. There's nothing wrong with that. Take a look at some of the awards that we've got. And these are for the little bitty kids.
Pretty rainbow. Are you tired of spinning round and round?
By the way, for those that don't know, carpe diem is Latin. That's the little wristband I've got on. It means seize the day. Make the most of all the opportunities that you have every day.
Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. Shattered dreams, wounded hearts, broken toys. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus, and He will turn your sorrow into joy. He never promised there'd only be sunshine. He never said there'd be no rain. He only promised a heart full of thinking about the very things that once brought pain. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. Shattered dreams, wounded hearts, broken toys. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus, and He will turn your sorrow into joy. Yes, and He will turn your sorrow into joy.
Now, for those that are thinking, dude, this sucks, this is lame, this is cheesy. Dude, I came here to watch chess, I didn't come here to watch all this crap. Well, to those people we say adios, sayonara, arrivederci, goodbye, so long. Don't need you, don't want you. Adios, bye-bye. Because if that's all you're here for is show me some chess, show me some cheap tricks so I can win games, and say, look at me, look how great I am, then you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong YouTube channel. This is about paying it forward and about what makes this chess club different than some other chess club. You know, why would I take my kid to PC Chess Club? Why don't I take him to Joplin Chess Club or one of their rival chess clubs? Well, that's because here your kid's going to learn and get a lot more than chess. And that's what it's all about. And yeah, from the books and things that I've showed you, yeah, we cover a lot of chess. But the point is, those kids get to be a kid only once. So if you take the extra time and effort to treat them like a king, or if it's a girl, treat her like a queen, you know, go the extra mile, put in a little extra effort, treat those kids really special, then you'll understand why we say at PC Chess Club, every child matters. It's not just the most talented that we work with all the kids. And we can give them programs to make them genius. You know, we can train them all the way to Grandmaster. They can win tons of trophies, but it's not just about winning tons of trophies. There's a lot more to life than just all the accomplishments and trophies and medals, or just all the money. If you just want to look at, well, the kid's going to go on to win chess tournaments and win a lot of money, there's a lot more important things than that. We'll go to the next segment. That's that same game that I was talking about before when I showed you the informant. Now we're going to take a look at it in chessbase. You'll be able to see it, and I'll show you a couple different boards. Hopefully we'll get the 3D board on here so you can take a look at the advantage of using chessbase over, say, a program like SID or SCID, S-C-I-D, because the word we got back about Joplin Chess Club, that's the program they use. That's their database program called SID or SCID, which if you have nothing at all, it's better than absolutely nothing. But we draw the line in the sand when a person named Martin Stahl said that SID or SCID was just as good as chessbase. Well, that's where we separate them. It's not just as good. Tell you what, let you be the judge. You decide for yourself. Would you rather use SID or SCID, or would you rather use chessbase? Decide for yourself.
He's the firstborn from the dead. There's a name above all names. Ain't no other name like it. There's a name above all names. Ain't no other name like it. That name is Jesus. He's the firstborn from the dead.
Kasparov. This was a Queen's Indian. E12, that's Queen's Indian. Queen's Indian defense.
From heaven's mercy seat, his blood still speaks today. If you will lean on me, I won't suffer sins away.
Now let's take a look at the board itself. You decide for yourself.
There's a name above all names. Ain't no other name like it. Love you guys. His name is Jesus. He's the firstborn from the dead.
This is that point I'd like to take a moment to talk about where Kasparov said that White had the advantage, development advantage. Take a look for yourself and you decide. Kasparov's annotations. Now you can see the board a little bit better. If you look closely, you'll see he's exactly spot on when he said G7 is a weak point. Look at the bishop down there on B2, and you'll see that G7 really is a weak point. Right there, weak spot. All I can say is try doing that instead. Yeah. See if they give you a 3D chess set.
Came with a question to cry.
Gotta make sure you have all the letters,
See,
alphabetically. Yeah, everything was all alphabetical.
his heart was broken with the answer.
This is the same game. So if anybody thinks, oh dude, you probably switched it on me. Nobody switched it on you. It's the same game. So if you get you a database, you can look that up, but you're not going to be able to get all these notes. These are the informants. Chess informant. This is the difference between PC Chess Club and, say, area rival clubs. You're going to get just the stuff in black. You're going to get just the bare games. You're not going to get chess informant games. As far as I know, we're the only ones in the area that have all the chess informants or even have any of the chess informants. And those are collections, hundreds and hundreds of annotated, deeply annotated chess games. You can see for yourself. See all the notes Kasparov put in there? That's just like having Kasparov sit down with you and be a coach or teacher. See, like right here, 24th move, he's saying G4. Triangle means with the idea. G4 with the idea of knight G3 to F5, and then that's a plus. Wait a minute, that could be a check. Could be knight to G3 to F5 check. I think that's going to be a wrap for this week, and we'll do another video next week. We'll just pick up where we left off, and we'll just call it a night. It's 11 o'clock. It's time to start packing it in, start wrapping it up. So that's going to be just about all for this video. But I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe we'll go ahead and pick up this game next week, and we'll have more chess. We'll show you a sneak preview of what we're going to have next week, which is our clickers. This is our clickers Promethean. If there's a rival chess club thinking of buying these are the Active Expressions 2, and they're going to cost you $4,200 plus tax. With 8% on the dollar, that means $4,520. Yeah, it's not cheap, but that's why we say at PC Chess Club, only the best. And there are 32. Show you a quick one so you can see there are actually 32. And then we'll just wrap this up. And this will be a preview of what we're going to have. Next week we will cover the clickers and everybody can see them.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I mean, I even went to, it's like going to school. I went to school with people that.
There you go.
See right there, there's more. There's some more.
Getting drunk where that I had cousins who was right behind
And that's what they look like.
I just sit around loving Jesus all day long. All night I'm loving Jesus, I know I can't do wrong.
And just like I told you, that's what we have, Active Expression 2. We have a set of 32 of these, and we'll try to cover these next week. We'll talk a little bit more about what are the clickers from Promethean, and why do we want to put out $4,500 for our chess club. Well, we put out any amount of money to get the best, to show that PC Chess Club is the best. And this is going to be a wrap. I want you to see these beautiful candles they have. Really good candles, like those. Isn't that beautiful? And this is a place called the Salvage Yard. They have great music and a very loving atmosphere where you can develop an active faith in Christ. We're gonna just film this guy up here while we pack up. Most everybody gone now. But you can see here. Big and spacious. And you can see a beautiful fish over there too.
I'm gonna do Jesus kind of the way it's supposed to be done. Jesus come back real soon. Oh, yes, Jesus come. Jesus come back real soon. I'll be in the evening. Might be morning.
And this is where you can get great food back here too. You see the menu. So if you want to get great food when you have a great time, come to the Salvage Yard and you get great food. And you get great service from that guy back there. His name is Brian, and he's a Christian.